Multi-generational tax-free wealth building. How does that work? This video is for the people who are willing to trust and work with their financial advisor and CPA to come up with strategies to make the most out of their family building wealth. If you're a family business owner, you can actually take advantage of a deduction that allows you to pay your kids. The catch is your kids got to be do something worth of value to the family, but it helps you avoid a lot of taxes. You can avoid some federal income tax, you can avoid some self-employment income tax, and you can avoid some state income tax, as well as the Social Security income taxes and things like that, which I think that's already in the self-employment taxes we talked about. How much taxes? Well, if you're in a normal tax bracket, say making $100,000 or more, that can be almost 50% of your income going between federal and state taxes. Well, wouldn't it be nice if you can keep 100% of your income and put it towards your family? Well, to a degree, we can start shifting that income to stay in your pocket rather than giving it to Uncle Sam. Well, how are we going to do that? Let's take a look. First, I want to briefly review something of what's happening with taxes in general. So let's go ahead and get into it here. Here are the tax brackets that we have every year. And you might notice in the beginning, you're going to pay on the first $11,000 you make. This is if you're single. If you're married filing jointly, this is care of our friends over at Nerd Wallet. I like to go to that website to look up the tax brackets. If you're married, the first $23,850 is going to be subject to 10% tax. Well, it doesn't take too long before a married couple ends up in the 24% tax bracket. And if you're in California, you might end up having 8% more tax and then also 15% self-employment tax on top of that. 28 plus 8 plus 15. Pretty soon you're at 47% tax. You're almost hitting that 50% tax. Now you start hitting that a lot faster when you're single. When you're single, once you hit around $100,000, you start hitting that. Now, supposing you have kids, you're probably going to be doing married filing jointly, or perhaps head of household. Head of household, you hit that 24% tax bracket right around the $100,000 mark also.